Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by...
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a
ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. Trubisky will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Offensively, your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 12.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Five yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency. Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 7, Bears nothing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Rivers hands this one to Mack. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
46-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Third and 3.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
To number 13.
T.Y. Hilton. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Taken down.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Burton. And the catch made by Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
The tight end, the ball carrier. A 3-yard pickup.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Third and long for Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bears take over.
48-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
49-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Trubisky.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, 18. Yes, Mike. I'm trying to collect. 58's the money. Alert.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You don't want it. And 58 is the money.
On first down, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he returns this to the 22.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
180, 390. Hey, 79, 79. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check it out, check it out. 12. Red.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Colts 20, Bears 7.
Second and 8.
15. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, Check 4, check 99.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
28, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different...
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Anthony Miller.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
On the give, this is Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
4-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
On the tackle.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. But these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
35-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's 2nd and a yard.
18.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off.